Now, I bet you're probably thinking, do I really need to add another account into the mix? Well, if your dream is to become a homeowner, then the answer just might be yes. Learning more about the FHSA and how it applies to you can really pay off. The FHSA, which stands for Tax-Free First Home Savings Account, is a new registered plan that lets you save money tax-free so you can use it to buy your first home. It has 3 major tax advantages. The first is that the money you contribute to your FHSA is eligible for a tax deduction, just like with an RSP. The second is that when you earn money on your investments, you earn it tax-free. And the third is that if you meet the conditions, you don't have to pay any tax on the money you withdraw to buy your first qualifying home. What's a qualifying home? This just means it's a home that's located in Canada that will become your principal residence. So in case you didn't catch that, just to recap, with an FHSA, you save on your taxes when you put the money in, while it sits there to grow, and when you take it out. If you ask me, that's a pretty sweet deal. First, we need to see if you're eligible. This part is pretty easy. To open an FHSA, you have to be at least 18 years old and a Canadian resident. And you can't have owned your principal residence in the year before you open your FHSA or in the 4 years prior to that. That goes for both you and your spouse. Sounds great? Now let's take a look at how much you're allowed to contribute. You can contribute up to $8,000 each year for a lifetime total of $40,000. And if you don't reach the annual maximum, you can carry forward up to $8,000 in contribution room to the following year for a maximum annual contribution of $16,000. But one thing to keep in mind, you start building your contribution room the year you open your FHSA. You can keep your FHSA open for up to 15 years or until the end of the year when you turn 71. After that, you can withdraw your funds or transfer them to your RRSP. Be aware that if you take money out of your FHSA, you'll be taxed on the amount you take out. The good news is that you can combine the FHSA and the home buyer's plan, or choose the one that best fits for your needs and goals. By combining the HBP and the FHSA, you could end up with a pretty decent amount for your down payment. You might end up with double that amount if you and your spouse are buying a home together. In both cases, the amount you withdraw to buy your first home is tax-free. One point to clarify about the HBP, the money you withdraw is tax-free as long as you make the annual RRSP repayment. Speaking of which, let's take a look at the repayment. With an FHSA, you don't have to repay the money you withdraw from it to buy your first property. As for the HBP, you have 15 years to repay the amount that you withdraw from your RRSP. You start repaying in the second year following the year when you withdrew, and you pay 1/15 of that amount each year. So those 15 years give you a bit of a break. And the beauty of it is you're paying off your own RRSP. So yes, it's a payment, but it's for your retirement, meaning that it's not so bad after all. Am I right? When you're trying to buy your first home, learning about all of the options available to you can really pay off. I hope I've made these options a bit clearer for you. That way, you get to decide which path to home ownership works best for you. And if ever you think to yourself, hey, I could use some more information, just make an appointment with one of our advisors. They've got everything you need to move forward with your goals.